Have you ever had one of those days where you're meant to do one thing and end up doing everything else except that? You tell yourself it's being productive, but deep down, you know it's not. This is what ADHD looks like. If you're the same, here's a few things that have actually helped me. First off, this video wasn't even meant to happen, but now I'm filming it instead of the one I had planned, so let's talk about it. Today I was meant to post a recipe video. It was nothing to do with ADHD. I'm doing a 30-day challenge on YouTube to do a video a day for 30 days, and that's what I'm here to talk about. I don't know what day I'm on, maybe like 25. And do you ever go to set a challenge and all of a sudden the dopamine wears off, or you get so caught up in trying to get it perfect, or you get distracted by something else? That's what today was. Today I was meant to go to the gym, film part of it in the gym, part of it here, but upon going to the gym, the car was dusty and it was annoying me. But the building site seems to have kind of stopped, so I thought, just in case, I'll run it with some water, and then a rag and just dried it. But it dried all streaky. Actually, I'll play the clip. This building site, every few days, the car is just an absolute riot with dust. So I decided, on my way to the gym, I'd just run the hose through it. So running the hose through it led me to compromise to now go and just get the car washed. Because otherwise, I would have went to the shop, got sponges, a bucket, all the gear, probably valeted my car as well. I probably would have bought a Hoover. And it's that compound effect that things just grow arms and legs as soon as you get hyperfixated on something.
So I'm putting away laundry one day and I think, I should probably organize my closet. So I threw everything out of the closet to give myself a clean slate. So I look at the empty closet and realize, well, no wonder it's so disorganized. There's not enough shelving in here. I'm at the store looking at options and I think, it would be better if I just started over. So I took all the shelves off and realized, well, there's some holes in this wall that I want to fix. And, there's this little patch of floor that's discolored. I should probably fix that. And also, while I'm at it, the ceiling in this room just doesn't look right. I should probably fix that too. And I don't really know how to do any of this stuff, but I'll figure it out.
Went to the gym. My usual spot that I sit in and do some work was taken by a bunch of guys because it's super busy today. So sat another wee spot, no one could really see me, and as a result, no one came to offer me an orange juice or anything. So after 20 minutes, done a few client messages, and then just drove all the way back home again, half an hour. So then, fueled by rage, I then started doing a workout. And then I realised I've still got these videos to film. Maybe I'll just film some of my workout for B-roll, which it evidently was, because I didn't know this video was happening yet. And then I realised the lighting up here just wasn't good enough because it was too overexposed, it was too bright. So then I got this and I started moving everything around to then fit this, and I've fitted it in 3D. It's not even looking that great right now, but at least I'm shaded. All to do what I thought was going to be the recipe video and is now this video. And I've done this a million times before. There was a bit of my mural that was overspilled onto the wall when I put the whiteboard up, didn't look right. So then I made a brand new mural and just spent a whole day doing that instead of the work I was meant to do. Point is, you can get very easily distracted if you have ADHD. And it's not always even a bad thing. Some people can get distracted on the wrong things. A lot of them are relatively positive, they're productive. But they're distractions on the stuff that actually should be the priority. And one hack that I found, especially when it comes to, but it's not just fitness, it's like productivity in general, but I'll give you a few fitness examples. It's challenges. So I'm running this 30-day YouTube challenge, but the biggest thing is the fact I'm holding myself publicly accountable. I've said it out there, so I've got say 100,000 followers on Instagram. I put it out to my story, so maybe 10 or 15,000 people have seen that story, and they probably don't care about it, but to me it's like I put it out there. I don't like failing at stuff, so this is my workaround, because I knew I wasn't going to do this recipe video because it was too many steps. So instead I'm doing this. Whenever you set a challenge with ADHD, you're going to run out of dopamine eventually. But what I've learned is that I've done challenges before. There needs to be some form of external pressure. So there needs to be, for me, I've done a challenge for charity. I've done a separate video on this, I'll link at the end, where I burned 10,000 calories a day and I ate 10,000 calories in a day, but I done it for charity. And I done it for charity because there was then external pressure for me to actually complete it. I went live during the day and everything. I don't know if this is actually a healthy bit of advice or not, but it's what works for me. Any other challenge that I've done another one where I ate 10,000 calories worth of haggis, or I've done ones where the goal is to lose 5 kilograms in 5 weeks without tracking my calories, and I need to every single day put it on my Instagram story, and I've done that. I've done a separate video on that before. I've done a whole host of different challenges, and any time that I've ever done it, whether it's even a boxing fight or something, having a date to work towards, really what I would say for most people 30 days to maybe 21 days and then reset a new challenge, because you're going to run out of dopamine. It doesn't need to say that the challenge is completely separate to the first challenge that you set, but having a wee challenge that's set, that's kind of 21 days that excites you or 30 days that excites you, will really help kind of catapult you out that lack of motivation zone and kind of give you focus. And it all stemmed from, as I was sweeping, I listened to this girl who was trying to follow some ADHD advice, and she'd done the 30-day challenge and didn't quite work out for her. But the whole thing is around dopamine. I nearly went and created an app today for tracking, and because it's all about gamification. So looking at what suits you, so whether it's a daily target or a weekly target, and gamify it in some way, whether that's steps, whether that's giving yourself a reward at the end of each week once you've done a specific thing. All of these things with gamification is the way to win with ADHD and life and productivity and fitness and health and everything else. And as long as you're doing positive challenges, nothing crazy like eating haggis, you'll learn a lot from it. You'll learn a lot of habits, and some of them will ingrain themselves anyway. But I just find that for a lot of people with ADHD, they just don't find a streamlined thing for long enough to sustain a solid result. So they end up in a bit of a cycle. And I've done that for years. And the only way to beat that cycle is to add new cycles, but almost stack the cycles on top of each other in terms of challenges and kind of habit build and pair it from there. So a completely impromptu video. I had a script written and everything, I didn't even read it. So if you made it this far and you resonate with this video, then I've got a few free things down below that should help you with your food. Also coaching down below if you want a coach from someone who actually gets it. Or if you want to actually just figure out a meal, because I've done this the other day, a meal that I have all the time when I've ran out of dopamine and energy at the end of the night. It takes me 15 minutes, I have it on repeat, and it saves my diet. And if you're new, hope you enjoyed. And if you're not new, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.